New at 5, an apparent follow-home robbery attempt in Fullerton captured on security camera and the rear view camera of the victim's Tesla. That victim able to fight off the suspects. Eyewitness News talked to his son, and our Sid Garcia is live in Fullerton with details on the investigation. Sid.
Investigators are wondering if the three guys who attacked the man here in Fullerton yesterday could also be the same crew that attacked another gentleman in Rowland Heights, which is about 15 minutes from here. The LA County Sheriff's Department's Walnut Station and Fullerton PD, well, they're comparing notes.
They hit your car.
It happened in broad daylight yesterday afternoon around 12:30. Two men approached the victim, sprayed pepper spray in his face, but the victim was able to fight them off. The victim's surveillance camera and the rearview camera on his Tesla recorded the attack.
Just super brazen, 12:30 middle of the day. They're not afraid of anything.
This man didn't want us to use his name. It's his father who you see being attacked by the two men. The son tells us his parents were returning home from church in Home Depot. They were followed by three men in this dark-colored sedan. Two of them walked right up to his father and told him this moments before the attack.
And they approached my dad and said, "Hey, someone hit your car. There's car damage." And you can hear it on the recording. My dad was kind of confused because they just kind of came around him real quick, and they pepper sprayed him all over. Thank God he had glasses, because I think gave him a little bit of ability to fight back, and he fought back hard. And I think they got caught off guard, the fact that someone that old would fight back.
What also helped, there was a landscaping crew working at the house at the time of the attack. The suspects, according to the victim's son, apparently didn't see them.
These guys are heroes. My dad was screaming, fighting back, and they came running around and helped chase the guys, and the guys didn't realize there's more guys here, and they just boned out.
There's a report of a similar case in Rowland Heights. LA Sheriff's Walnut Station is investigating to see if it's connected to what happened here in Fullerton. And detectives for both agencies still looking for those three suspects. Live in Fullerton, I'm Sid Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Wow.
I love stories like these because there's just so much here. There's so many takeaways. First and foremost, this, as I'm sure you guessed, is just a typical day in the failed state of California. The state of California as a whole is collapsing because of the blatant liberal ineptitude of its leadership. Just take as an example San Francisco. This once beautiful city is the highest property crime rate among all other major cities per capita. And perhaps most shockingly, a recent poll found that nearly half of San Francisco's residents, 45%, reported being victims of theft or assault. And the reason for this isn't complicated. The city's district attorney actually admitted that only 2% of auto burglaries ever lead to prosecution or arrest. So it's no wonder that with no legal deterrence against criminal activity, no law and order, criminals in California are blatantly brazen, as we just saw with this report. They're willing to attack in broad daylight. So that's one takeaway. But there's a far more beautiful and noble one. And that's what happens when law and order break down in society. It's an opportunity for citizens to rise up and take matters into their own hands. And that's exactly what we all just saw there. It's so inspiring. It's actually happening throughout California. For example, here's what happens when Antifa showed up at Yucaipa, California.
It ain't going good at all. They just beat the ever-loving snot out of 3 or 4 guys, and it's going again. God damn it. The Antifa guys are not doing well here. They're all getting the shit kicked out of them.
I can't breathe now. Justice for Floyd. Justice for Floyd.
Well, it's going bad. The Antifa guys are being chased like crazy. Told you, Yucaipa ain't the place to be. Those are Antifa guys running. Antifa guys they're getting the shit kicked out of them. Oh no, this isn't fair, guys. This isn't fair. Come on. The Antifa guys are just you can't come to Yucaipa with this shit. You can't come to Yucaipa. They're getting the fucking shit kicked out.
home, bro. Go home. Get the fuck out of here. Here's your shoe. Hey, homie. Hey, here's your shoe, dog.
Enough, guys. We don't need to follow them. I know we don't need to follow them. They've had enough. Holy shit, shit's hitting the fan here, but like I said, this Ukaipa, the Antifa guys got their ass handed.
Hey, gang, when it comes to criminals and lawlessness, I was absolutely shocked when I was recently shown just how easy it is to access the deed to my house, and not just access it, but actually change it. The deed to your home is the only document that proves you own it. But the problem is that the deeds to all our homes are now online, and criminals are free to find that deed, forge your signature, refile as the new owner of your home, take tons of loans out using your home's equity, and then stick you with all the debt. But that's where our good friends over at Home Title Lock come in. Gang, they're simply amazing. Home Title Lock gives you the peace of mind that the deed to your home is absolutely and completely protected. Click on that link below right now and use promo code TurleyTalks, and then all you got to do is enter your address for your no-obligation home title scan to see if you've already been a victim of deed theft. It's a $100 value, absolutely free, with my promo code TurleyTalks. Gang, don't wait for the worst to happen, only to regret that you didn't do something about it when you could have. Do what I've done and countless patriots have done. Click on that link below right now and secure your home today. As citizens stand in the gap at the breakdown of law enforcement, particularly in blue states like California, to protect their families and their communities, gun sales have literally skyrocketed. According to industry estimates, Americans purchased approximately 20 million firearms in 2021 alone, making it the second busiest year on record for firearms industry, and it was preceded by the single biggest firearms purchasing year ever in 2020, with a record-breaking sale of 23 million firearms. Basically, as of last year, 6 out of every 100 Americans were buying guns, and that's growing. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, an estimated 40% of firearm sales in 2020 were first-time gun buyers. All of this suggests that citizen patriots really are rising up like never before. In the midst of the woke left's assault on law and order, citizens are banding together to defend their families, their property, and their communities, especially in places like California. And again, gang, this is why I'm just so optimistic about the future, even as our present is so recklessly ravaged by the woke left. And why wouldn't I be? Listen to how the actor James Caviezel, the Passion of the Christ fame, listen to how he invoked Ronald Reagan's great dictum: evil is powerless if the good are unafraid.
Will you fight? This man says no, we'll run and we'll live. Yep, fight and you may die. Run and you'll live for at least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, that you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You. We must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friends. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join St. Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. We are headed into the storm of all storms. Yes, this storm is upon us. But not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
Hey, gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.